With patch 1.3, Terraria received a lot of new things, weapons, items, and also mobs. Today, we're going to count down the Terraria Top 5 1.3 mobs. The critters on this list have unique abilities, spawns, or overall just very challenging in general. This list is very interchangeable, so feel free to share your Terraria Top 5 1.3 mobs down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. For console and mobile players, this is something to look forward to. With that, let's go ahead and get started at number 5. We have 3 critters in this spot that share one thing in common. They share a spawn. The giant Shelley, Crawdad, and Salamander. 2 of these 3 mobs can be on a given world. That's it, just 2. You can't have all 3, so it's kind of randomized, and whichever you can't get, well, he's kind of left out in the cold. Of these 3, I find the giant Shelley most interesting because it reminds me of the tortoise in hard mode. These 3 are found in the underground cavern layer and can be a bit challenging at first, but they can also drop some very nice rewards as well. If you're a yo-yo enthusiast, keep an eye out for the rally because it's one of their item drops they have. Number 4. The Hoplite can be found in the Marble Mini biome and is a little challenging. If you're facing him on expert mode, he's even more challenging and even more dangerous. In normal mode, this guy's got 80 hit points and throws javelin, which can do decent amount of damage to you. In expert mode, he's at 160 hit points and the damage is increased, which makes him even more deadly. If you kill him though, you have a chance of getting a piece of gladiator gear, which looks really awesome. Nothing like making your Terraria character look like something out of ancient Greece. Number 3. If you've played the Celestial event, you probably know the Crawdapede, one of the more annoying mobs in there. Now the biggest thing about the Crawdapede isn't the fact that it does a ton of damage, but it's the fact that it actually keeps you grounded, really. You're perfectly fine against it as long as you don't start flying in the air. Then the Crawdapede has a very annoying knack of following you around and doing a ton of damage. You have to attack the tail piece to destroy it. Certain weapons will make the job easier, but overall you're probably better off just avoiding this thing and save yourself the headache. It's better just to send this thing back to the nightmare realm. Number 2. Whether it's pronounced Celine Ian or Celine Ian, one thing's for sure, this guy can be very dangerous. This is another mob from the solar pillar that actually dual wields the blades. The biggest thing though is when he curls up, he actually has the possibility of deflecting your projectiles at you. This is very dangerous, especially if you have vampire knives, the sniper rifle, or the Meowmere. It's possible to do over 300 damage on a player from its own projectile. While facing this critter, it's probably better off to use rockets, so that way it explodes instead of ricochets. I have to admit, there's a certain uniqueness about that I really like, and I hope they leave in-game. Adding an extra layer to the mobs like that does make it more challenging and fun. And finally, number 1. You don't have to be in hard mode to find Medusa, but one thing's for certain, she can be a real pain. In normal mode, she has 200 hit points. In expert mode, she has 400. The biggest thing is that she has the potential to freeze up your character. That's right, she'll turn you to stone. Quite literally. Her debuff, which is called Stone, can drive players crazy as it actually stops you from gameplay for a little bit, and she has a tendency to do it more than once, so you have to be very careful and try not to be caught in her gaze. The biggest thing though, if you can actually beat Medusa, is getting the Medusa's head. The Medusa head is a chargeable magic weapon that's actually quite powerful, maybe one of the most powerful spells in pre-hard mode for spellcasters. It charges at 4 mana per second at a maximum cost of 12, and is really damaging against multiple segmented enemies like the Eater of Worlds or the Brain of Cthulhu. Okay everyone, that's going to do it for my Terraria Top 5 1.3 enemies. Please feel free to share yours down below in the comment section, I'd love to hear from you. And like I said, this was sorted by uniqueness and abilities that some of these mobs actually have. Some of these I really do enjoy, like the Celine Ian's reflectability, and of course I like how the Crawdapede kind of forces people to the ground and becomes a non-issue if you stay there. I do like the uniqueness very much so. If you are a new viewer, please be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Terraria Top 5s, videos, and other gameplays as well. Be sure to rate the video if you enjoyed. Have yourself a wonderful day, and if not, then just simply fake it. I'll see you again next time.